gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to The Road to Glory. This is the final game of the stream yesterday, so this is still bad gameplay where passing literally wasn't going where I wanted it to go, and if you want the full explanation as to how I've even proved that, then you can go and check out yesterday's Road to Glory if you haven't already. But just know that the gameplay is so bad that I genuinely didn't care about how pretty it was. I just wanted to win. So I was hammering all the mechanics I could, and that's why it's ugly gameplay. But at the end of the day, who cares? So, Sir Bron of Blackwater, his actual name is Sir Bron, but I'm gonna guess it's of the Blackwater, says, can Dog be a road to the final? He is like a cheap Vieira and can do La Croquetas. Plus, he is only 250k, except on PC he's 400,000 coins. And for Chem, you would have to put him at striker and Firmino at centre mid. You could then also decide who you want on 10 Chem, Kondogbia or Bale. Yeah, off the top of my head, I mean, I've not looked at that. I've literally just read it about 3 seconds before I clicked record. So, yeah, Kondogbia up top. And then we put, you can decide whether you want Kondogbia or Bale on Chem, right? Bale is currently off Chem and still scoring loads of goals. So what I would do is move Gerrard into the middle, Kondogbia as the striker, and then he would get a link to Best, of course. And then we could move Firmino centre mid, who gets a link to Trent, which is our full Chem, apart from Gareth Bale, of course, who is already off Chem anyway, so I'm not that bothered by that. So yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't think I'm going to buy Kondogbia necessarily. I like the idea, but because he's so... If he was 250k, then I would be like, do you know what? Yeah, let's go for it. But because he's 400k, sorry, on PC, it feels like for 400,000 coins, I could probably pump that money into an SBC and get a, like, Vieira. I could complete a lot of Vieira for 400,000 coins. So a couple of packs to open. Go back into the comments for a second, because there is another player in there that I like a lot, and I don't know how much he is, so we'll have to check that when we go live. I picked up Vidal. That was a very good pack, and that's a small rare gold pack, and they're never good for me. I actually forgot to press record on that one. That isn't the same pack as you just watch open, by the way, but it is what it is. A couple of decent packs in between the gameplay. I have to do a few League SBCs between gameplay now and again, just to sort of calm me down, you know? Like, if you're stressed out or you just, the gameplay is just getting on top of you, take a break, open some packs, do some League SBC method or whatever. For those people who are in doubt of Team of the Season Alisson, watch this. I mean, you've just seen it then, but I thought that he just missed. But he actually made a save. He scrambled across, and look at that, spread himself, managed to make a save, and he kept me in the game. This is gameplay from yesterday evening, so it was still quite sort of cheesy gameplay because the game again just wasn't really that responsive, but it was a little bit better. So I started doing first time shots from outside the area and such, tried to get into the area on the odd occasion, taking a shot here or there. So it's a little bit prettier, but I'm still doing stuff like this. But hey, a win's a win at the end of the day. Sorucha, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, he says, I wouldn't start another icon with the amount of great cards being released unless you use most of your picks. The issue with all these cards being released is because of the chemistry system. It's all but impossible to fit one of these brand new players into my team. For instance, right, and this is highly unlikely, but if it were to happen, I genuinely wouldn't know what to do. Say, for instance, on Thursday, right, we get gold 2, and on Thursday we get rewards. And I open one of my red picks, and bang, Marco Reus pops up. What is he, 98 rated or something stupid? What do I do then? Because there's no way he fits into the team on Chem. Like, I would literally have to readjust everything to get him in there. Do I readjust my entire team to fit Marco Reus in there? Or do I just treat it as a high-rated card and whack him into an SBC? Because due to the chemistry system in FIFA, you are very limited with what you can do with your teams. Now, I do like chemistry to a degree, but I just think that it should be changed. I think a progressive, and I bang on about it all the time. I haven't mentioned it for a while, actually, so I might as well just go about telling you what I think of it. A progressive chemistry system whereby you get classic links like nations and league and the team that they play for gives you the weak and the stronger links, right? That's fine. But also another chemistry system on top of that called progressive chemistry, whereby over time, no matter who they are, if it's Kondogbia with his Central African nation, or whether it's Ibra, who plays in a completely different league, who's Swedish, if they play a certain number of games together, you will get chemistry. So basically, like in real life, right? If, say for instance, Liverpool were to go and buy Timo Werner, he wouldn't be linking with Mane and Salah instantly because he hasn't played with them long enough. That's what chemistry is, right? But over time, they get a repertoire going, you know? They start to play with each other under the sheets, and they get an understanding of what's going on. And that is chemistry. That's how football works. So if EA want to make this realistic football simulator, then they need to implement that into the way that you build teams as well, surely. It can't just be gameplay that they're going for realism, although this gameplay couldn't be further away from realism if it tried, but EA will claim that it's the most realistic FIFA they've ever made, closest to the real thing that they've ever done, you know? How Mbabu missed that, I'll never know. He actually hits the back stanchion, which is crazy. But either way, say it wouldn't be easy, like 5 games you've got chem. I'm talking like 50, 100 games you've got chem. So it'll take a long time, but I think that could be really cool. Pez do it. Look at this guy's team. Absolutely insane. I mean, that is Moneybags FC. Whether he actually paid to do it or whether he just rinses League SBCs, I don't know. What I do know is he weren't very good at FIFA. The game ends with me absolutely thumping him. Now, I'm not gonna show you all the goals because we would be here till Christmas. Most goals I think I've ever scored in a weekend league, but I am going to show you the highlights. And Emre, ironically, says, what about Emre Can team of the season? Strong link to Ronaldo and links to Gerrard and Blanc. Yes, mate. I hear you loud and clear. We will go and check that out in a second. What else? Get Foot Birthday Virgil van Dijk and then centre-back Walker and then swap Arnold to CDM and Walker at right-back. That's not a bad option, to be fair. It really isn't. The issue with it, though, is that it's a lot of compromise here and there. Look at that, 9-0. I mean, that guy, he gave up. I'm not going to lie, he did give up. And then I opened another pack from the League SBC. In fact, I opened about 4 or 5. This was the best one. The others weren't even boards. We managed to get, I thought it was Isco, but it was actually David Silva. Very, very happy with that. You're not going to turn that down, are you? I didn't know whether to sell it or whether to use it in an SBC. It was worth about 65k. I don't know when it comes to these. Do you use them in SBCs or do you sell them? I don't know. I decided to sell him in the end. I think the way that this method works and has been working for me is to use untradables to complete icons and whatever other SBCs you want to do. And if you ever get players like David Silva, who's worth 30, 40, 50k or above or whatever, just get rid of them. Unless it's a player that you desperately need to finish off an SBC. So for instance, if Socrates was one team away from completion and it was an 88 rated team, I would have kept it, I would have put it in there and we would have done it and we'd have him. Now, me selling him for 62,000 coins, and I decided I'm going to sell Firpo as well. I packed him yesterday, I think. Well, again, actually some really nice pack luck right now. We're not getting team of the seasons left, right and centre. We're not getting things worth 150,000 coins or 500,000 coins, but we are getting sort of 30, 40k players here or there that are really helping us in terms of boosting that coin balance. We're up to 745k now, which is crazy because we bought Van Dijk on rewards day and that took us back down to 500k or something. I did more League SBCs. That took me below 500k, and look where we are now, 745,000 with a pretty decent team. So we've got a lot of 84s and 83s. I'm just waiting for something that requires these. I'm keeping them there because I know they will be required. I did the Juve League SBC. I can't remember whether I showed you the pack from. Well, I have shown you the pack from that. I packed a Fabinho as well. I don't think I showed you that one actually. But he's not selling for much. I don't know why I didn't show you the Fabinho pack. I might throw that in there maybe tomorrow's episode just to show you. But it was it's just a random pack that you don't get anything else in, just Fabinho. I packed in a silver pack. I got the Genoa centre-back. He's a duplicate, actually. So we can maybe get 15k for him as well. I would be more than happy to show you every single thing that I pack. But to be honest, the episodes would literally just be packs on packs. And I don't want to bore you too much, because I know as it stands, I talk an absolute load of nonsense at the best of times. So I don't really want to be sat there talking over packs day after day. There is... Harry says that I could get Prime Rijkaard. It would leave me with 50k. It would probably leave me with a little bit more now that we've packed David Silva and a few other players. There's like another 30k coins-ish. Well, I say that. There's more than 30k coins to come. There's 30k just from Fabinho and the Genoa centre-back. If we can sell all this nonsense as well, that might be another, I don't know, 15, 20k, there or thereabouts. I might just relist all that now and see if we can maybe get a couple of sales. But yeah, Genoa centre-back and Fabinho are 30k between them, which is awesome. That is about 15 to 20k, all this nonsense. And then I have, once we get past all the listed stuff, we have all this as well. 2 team of the seasons, which I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that they do. Oh, look how cheap he is. 11,000 coins for an 83 rated team of the season is crazy. It's almost a no-risk investment, if we're honest. There is a chance, and it's unlikely, but there is a chance they could bring out a repeatable SBC that requires a team of the season. Because there's also a chance that they could bring out an SBC that generates a team of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have, I don't know, 84 rated team, and you can generate a team of the season card from any team of the season that's been released so far, right? And then there's another SBC that guarantees you like an 88 plus, but it's an 86 rated team and requires a team of the season. So that would push this up tremendously. They've done it before with some various things. I don't know whether it was this year or not, but they have done it before. So I wouldn't rule it out entirely, but you know, it is what it is. There was another comment I wanted to... The weekly objective, Jordan Henderson, says DKY, is a beast, seriously underrated. Now, no one has liked that at all. However, I didn't read that until just now, but I made a decision yesterday, ironically, and it is to put the UCL, Jordan Henderson, in instead of Fabinho. Now, I've played a fair amount of games with him, nearly 50 games. In fact, in yesterday's, in that game that I won 9-0, he actually got a couple of assists and he scored a goal. He's not that bad. If you look at his stats, they're reasonably well-rounded, but they're not end-game. However, with a backbone chem style, he goes up to 90 for mostly everything defending. His physicals are very good. And in general, he's not a bad card. So for right now, I'm actually alright with using that for the rest of the Weekend League. And then after the Weekend League, this is what I'm going to do, right? And I've taken all your suggestions on board. I'm going to go look at Emre Can in a second, because that was definitely a suggestion that sort of resonated with me. And I do like the idea of that. And he's a good card as well. The other player is Allen. A couple of people have mentioned him. Team of the season Allen looks phenomenal. He's a little bit on the short side, but I still think he would do a good job for me in there. We're going to have a look at those in a second. But until... I'm going to play the rest of the Weekend League. Literally, after I finish this, I'm going to start streaming and play the rest of the Weekend League. And I'm going to leave Jordan Henderson there for the entire thing. On Thursday, we will collect rewards. I'm going to do whatever I do League SBC-wise until then. And then we will see where we are with regards to coins on Thursday and whatever players we get from the red picks. And of course, we do have a Bundes guaranteed SBC to complete, probably on Tuesday. And I'm thinking today, although it'll be in tomorrow's episode because I've actually got to be somewhere this evening, we will get the guaranteed Liga NOS SBC as well. So if you're wondering why that isn't included in this episode, it's because I'm not around for 6 o'clock and I had to do the episode beforehand. The Genoa centre-back has sold for 15.5k. We've sold the Roma Cam for 2,000 coins. And Mandy has gone for 750. We're up to 763,000. He should sell relatively soon, Fabinho. Let's have a look at... Oh, hello. Let's have a look at Emre Can, because that, when he came out, right, that was an SBC... Not an SBC. It was a card that I thought, wow, he would be ridiculous in my team. He's not that expensive. I thought he'd be closer to 500k, actually. Let's go to 350k. Okay, that's up the minimum to, I don't know, 200,000. And okay, none there. Up that to 360. There it is. So the cheapest one is 354,000 coins. Ooh, that is a sexy card. And it's interesting as well, right, that we said earlier about Marco Reus. I'm not saying necessarily Reus. I mean, there's Havertz, there's Brandt, there's a few others in there as well. But this is a German player, right? Yes, he plays in the Serie A, but he's German. So he would give us a soft link to someone like Reus. So if we were to pack Reus or Havertz or whatever, there is a distinct possibility that we could get a soft link from Chan to him, to that German player, and we could use our icons to maybe fill in the gaps. So that does open up a world of possibilities, and that card is incredible. His heading isn't amazing and his jumping isn't fantastic, but he is 6 foot, he's got high work rates, he's got a 4-star weak foot. Yes, we can't do skill moves with him because he does only have 3-star skills, but it is a very good card. It's very well rounded, and with the chem style on top of that, bang, you know, that is incredible. I would want to go into concepts and see if I could work out how I would get that into my team, because I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to be able to do it easily. Yes, he links to Ronaldo, but that's the only player, bar the icons, he links to, right? Gareth Bale is still not going to like things. So I may have to work that out. I'll go and check that out in just a second. The other one, and at the moment, the only other real... I don't know how expensive he is. Probably a lot more expensive. The only other real option for me... Oh, dear. Yeah, he is very expensive. Let's go up to 500k. There it is. So he's literally 500,000 coins. They are strikers for some reason. See, he's not as good. And in game he probably is. But on paper, he really isn't as good as Emre Can. Like, he's 5'9". Yes, he's got 4-star skills and he's high defensive. Whereas Emre Can is high. But if I tell Emre Can to stay back, theoretically at least he should be fine. If he wanders forward every now and again, I don't mind that really. It's a good card. I mean, it's a very good card. But I would think I would prefer Emre Can. And he's 150,000 coins cheaper. If I was to buy Emre Can, it would put me on around 400k. Which is still a lot of money, and we'd have Emre Can in the team, right? What else have we sold? Few bits and bobs here or there, not too bad. Let's have a look in concepts just for a second. I'm gonna squad selector. I'm gonna go over to this one. So this is the one where we had Patrick Vieira in there, right? Let's get Emre Can and his 91 rated Emre Can. Let's get that in there. So linking wise, I think if I was to go back and put best in, I think I may struggle to get this to work because there's just too many. There would be too many dead links, I think. Yeah, we need like as fewer links to Bale as possible, pretty much. So I don't really know how to. How would you even do it? Do you know what I mean? I mean, get him out of there first and put best back in. How does it even work? Because that doesn't give us full chem on anyone. Let's do that. That's not going to work. Like, that isn't going to work. I don't really know if I could get Emre Can into the same team as Ronaldo, Firmino and Bale without massive compromises. If we go back to a 4-1-2-1-2, we've probably gone past it now. Where is the 4-1-2-1-2? Anybody? There it is. Right. So I know this is a centre mid, right? So if I can, if I put Bale up here, get Ronaldo in there. Not Ronaldo, Gerrard. They're opposite sides now, so it doesn't really. It's so awkward. If I did that, maybe. No, again, it's not. I don't know what to say. I mean, if you guys can work it out, then yeah, help me out because I need help right now. But I don't think Emre Can is actually going to work because we have too many sort of dead links knocking about. I mean, like Firmino wouldn't be on full chem there because he only gets one strong link, and I mean, I could do that, yeah. But again, Emre Can isn't on full chem. So that isn't going to work. I don't know what Chem Bale would be on there either. I'm thinking if I put him to a right forward, he'd only be on 6 Chem if I'm right in saying that. He goes up by 2. He'd be on 5 Chem. I can't cope with Bale on 5 Chem. 7 Chem is bare minimum. Like, so he's going to need links galore, right? So I don't think Emre Can is an option, which is a shame because Emre Can is a bit of quality. That would be a great card to get in there. I can't really do much else with it, I suppose. There's that. Again, it doesn't put Bale on full Chem. Everyone else would be on full Chem apart from Bale. Bale would be on 5 Chem, and I really couldn't cope with Bale on 5 Chem. It would drive me nuts. That's a thing, right? That definitely is a thing. But Bale not on the Chem that I need him on is annoying, and I don't know if there's a way around it, if I'm honest. That does mean, by the way, though, that if I were to do this, I could take Alexandro out of there and maybe put the Future Stars Mendy in there, or any other French left back, or any Italian left back that gets themselves a team of the season. So Alexandro, for instance, as well. Or I could do this, and I could get team of the season Robertson in there, or even, I don't want Digne, but I could use my Digne and put him in there, or I could use my 86 Robertson. I've got a lot of options there. So that left-hand side-wise, that works a treat. But it's just that Gareth Bale putting me off doing it. To end things off, I'm going to complete Manchester City, which will literally leave me with Cardiff to do for the Premier League. Now, I'm probably going to leave Cardiff a little while until maybe Thursday. We can stack up on on Premier League players, sorry. And if we can pack any Cardiff players between now and then happy days. But I'm going to spend whatever it takes to complete. I cannot believe he cost... Wow, how is he so expensive? Jesus. That is crazy. There must be some sort of objective that requires that. I mean, that is mental. Let me forget about Danilo for a minute and see if the rest of these are sort of reasonably priced, then I'll do it and just pay the money, right? But yeah, these are a little bit more expensive. I'm not quite sure why, but I'll get it done. Gundogan and Bernardo Silva should be normal price because Bernardo Silva's now out of packs, or back in packs, I should say. Gundogan, I don't know, because of maybe Muller, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva might be a little bit more expensive than normal. No, they're fine. So this is probably going to cost me the best part of say 15, 16k to complete. Maybe a bit less if Bernardo Silva's price is a little bit more generous. But 6.5 for Gundogan is actually a reasonable price. That's a little bit cheaper than normal. We've done so well with packs lately. I'm not expecting anything from this, but we've done so well with packs in the last few days. With sort of the 30, 40k walkouts. Oh, he's nice and cheap. That I don't mind going into these sort of SBCs and just splashing a little bit. Because, oh, that is so cheap. Because... we've made our money, so we might as well just take a punt on the odd thing here or there. Now I don't mind buying Danilo for 3k because we've saved so much money on Bernardo Silva because he was about 9 to 11k depending on what time of day that you searched when he was team of the season. So, and I completed Man City when he was a team of the season as well. So I don't mind spending 4k. Jesus. 4k on Danilo. If we can pack Danilo from this, I'd be very, very happy. I can't believe he actually costs as much as he does. That's crazy. There's got to be a reason for it. But there it is. We've completed it. I had Mendy on with loyalty because, as you can see, he's first owner. I've got Bravo on loyalty as well, first owner. And there is someone else you need on loyalty, John Stones, who is on loyalty as well. Because we've packed those 3. All you need is those 3. Mendy, well, any left back with loyalty, and then you put him up to a left wing back. Any goalkeeper, put him in there, and then any centre back with loyalty, and you've done it. You just need to buy the rest and bite the bullet. But that is going to give us a 35k pack, as I've said. We only have one team left, and that's Cardiff. I'm sure, I mean, I'm a little bit off Cardiff, right? I've only packed maybe 1 or 2 of the players, and a lot of them are expensive silvers. But it's just that sort of thing where you just have to get in and get it done. You have to just bite the bullet, and there you go. So I've packed 2 silvers, one of which isn't really worth much. The striker, I'm pretty sure, is about 3 or 4k anyway. No, a little bit more, 6k actually. That's not too bad. The right back, it was extinct the other day. He's probably not now, but he is still expensive. Yeah, we're looking at 17,000 coins. So that's pretty good. You can get maybe, 3 more golds in there? 3 golds? And then I'm going to have to buy a goalkeeper, which is probably going to cost me the best part of 10k. And I'm probably going to have to buy either a centre-back or a left-back, which again is going to cost me about 10 to 15k. So I could probably complete Cardiff for about 25,000-30,000 coins max. And that is at the top end. So it sounds like a lot, but honestly, it's not that bad because we've packed 2 of the silvers. So I'm going to get away with that. We're still on 750,000 coins with a couple of things, quite a few things left to sell actually. There we are, we're back up a little bit more. Still got Fabinho left and a few of the silvers in there. And we've got this pack to open. And once I've done Cardiff, I could probably rinse another 15 Premier League teams straight away and we'd be laughing. In fact, I might do that before Thursday, because it's a long time to wait, isn't it? It's only Sunday. Right, let's get this pack open, and that will signal the end of the episode. Tomorrow's episode, we'll do a guaranteed Liga NOS, if that's what they release today, and anything else that they do, we'll take a look at as well. And of course, the last gameplay from Foot Champions. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have done, please do me a favour and smack that like button. Fingers crossed for a walkout. It's not a walkout on this occasion, unfortunately. I don't even think we're going to get a board. I tell you what, I can't remember the last time I opened a 35k pack and actually got a board. They've been dire. I'm very, very disappointed by that. But I can't complain because we've had some really good pack luck over the last couple of days. It's just a shame that when I do it live, it doesn't seem to work. But it is what it is. That is the end of the episode. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new, of course. And until then, goodbye.